Dear class, good morning. Welcome to American National Government. Here are today's lecture and questions about the subject matter. We're talking about the Articles of Confederation and the US Constitution. So in this short recording, I'm going to focus on the Articles of Confederation because it's central to understanding why we have the US Constitution. So before that, let's take a look at the to-dos for this week. As you know, conceptual essay 1 is due in Canvas on Sunday, February 18th, right? So I don't want to give too many extensions to any last minuters who tell me didn't get enough time to work on the paper. I had these kinds of emergencies. Reason being, every time we push the work back, then you end up falling behind on the rest of the work. And it's going to pile up, I tell you. So I'm not going to do that. I want you to study today and whenever you can, because that's your priority in college, right? You have to start paying attention to homework and take it seriously. This means look at chapters 1 and 2, read them well, and start outlining your paper. So the thing that you have to do is read chapters 1 and 2. And you need to read chapter 2 sections on the US Constitution and the Articles of Confederation for today. All of this is related to your conceptual essay 1. So what are the Articles of Confederation? As you know, we do this kind of quizzing in class, right? I ask you these questions and you choose the best fit. So once you've read those sections, this part is going to be a breeze. So I want you to first read the Articles of Confederation, take your notes, and see if you can answer these questions. Option 1, it's a piece of paper. Option 2, it's a legal document. 3, it's a law of the land which determined how the American government was set up in the early years of American independence. 4, it's still how the US political system is organized. 5, all of the above. So look at this and, take the quiz at home by yourself. Which one is the best answer? The articles gave US states some powers. So this question is asking you to choose. The states got no power at all. That's option 1. 2, some powers. 3, no powers. And all the powers were reserved for the federal government. 4, most of the powers. 5, all of the above. In the articles, some state powers included 1, the right to tax people inside the former colony and now state, the right to print money of its own, so each state had its own money. 3, the right to do business with other countries. And by other countries, I mean France, England, Spain. 4, the right to have their own armies. 5, none of the above. So look at these options. Which is the best fit? The Articles of Confederation gave the central government some powers, right? So let's see which ones. 1, the right to print money. 2, the right to tax people of the 13 states. And here, the 13 states are the former colonies, right? 3, the right to have a standing army. 4, the right to engage in international treaties with foreign countries. Again, here I mean like France, England, Spain. 5, the right to create central banks. Did the article give the central government the right to create a central bank which would regulate all banks in the colonies. 6, none of the above. Okay, this is again something to think about carefully. The articles created in the US, this is another question, a powerful central government. That's option 1. 2, a powerful central government with a powerful king. 3, a powerful presidency. 4, a powerful central government legislature. 5, none of the above. So look at this one carefully. What's the book telling you? The articles created Thomas Hobbes' ideal state. Oh my God. So this question is telling you, compare the articles and what it creates with the ideal state that Thomas Hobbes wanted to have. So that makes you question, what did Thomas Hobbes advocate for? And then compare it with what the articles created, okay? So let's see. The first option, the articles created Thomas Hobbes' ideal state with a powerful state, meaning that it created a powerful state, right? 2, with a powerful ruler opposed by none. So did Thomas Hobbes argue we should have a powerful ruler opposed by none? And the Articles of Confederation was able to establish that. 3, with no rebellions or wars. So Thomas Hobbes, did he like the idea of rebellions or wars? And did the Articles of Confederation create that situation? 4, with complete agreement between the 13 states or former colonies and the central government. Did the Articles of Confederation create this kind of harmony between the central government and the 13 states? And is this what Thomas Hobbes was looking for, some kind of harmony? 5, none of the above. It's not true that the articles created the ideal state that Thomas Hobbes is arguing for. The articles mirrors the situation before the Magna Carta. So now you are supposed to remember what the book said about the Magna Carta, what we talked about. Did the articles mirror the situation before the Magna Carta? 1, states had too much military and economic power, just like the lords in England before the Magna Carta, right? Did they have too much military economic power? States didn't listen. Number 2 is states did not listen to the central government, like the lords and the King of England. So some parallels, right? 3, states never helped the central government. They just said they would. So the situation is antagonistic according to number 3. 4, states never gave money to maintain a central military. Why would they if they don't want a king? Is this the kind of situation that's resulted? And was this the impetus? You don't want a king. 5, all of the above. So are they individually true or are they all true? This is something for you to think about. In creating the Articles of Confederation, the Founding Fathers created a system that was fantastic, created a system that could not sustain the central government nor the state. There was no army to fight foreign attacks or crush inner rebellions. All of the above. So these are things to think about. So I'm not going to talk about the US Constitution because the Articles of Confederation are very important for you to understand. And when we have clarity on this issue, we'll be able to talk about the US Constitution with no problem. So let's see you next time. What are you supposed to do this week? You are supposed to then work on the conceptual essay, which is due on February 18th. Read chapters 1 and 2. Read them well, start outlining your paper, and finish your essay by Sunday night. Then uh, you are also supposed to read the Articles of Confederation and the US Constitution because these will be important for answering your conceptual essay 1, which means make sure you're able to answer these quiz questions on your own, and we will talk about it on Wednesday and catch up from there, okay? So I will stop here and see you back in class.